so many people want this war to end. Anti-war protesters across the globe filled streets and squares over the weekend. You're looking at pictures now. Police in Russia arrested more than 4,300 people. Some officers kicked and beat protesters. You can see the pictures again. And in Toronto yesterday, protesters carried the Ukrainian flag and held signs showing support for Ukraine. People chanted "No-Fly Zone," something that has not materialized. And in Paris, people marched in Republic Square, shouting, "Putin assassin." We're here on the ground in Poland, where we are so close to the border, in fact, that the time zone on our phone keeps flipping back between Ukrainian and Polish time. And you've heard about the humanitarian crisis here. Well, you're seeing it unfold behind me. The people in this picture are taking their first steps into Poland, their first step towards safety. And one of the things we've seen are so many mothers carrying children in their arms, having had to leave strollers and bassinets and cribs behind. The trains and buses are just so packed. And it made us wonder, what happens at that point when you cross the border with nothing? Well, it turns out that at a relief center not far from here, and in fact this morning here as well, there are some larger donations, the bigger stuff, and that includes strollers and baby clothes, something that calls to mind an image of Polish mothers, the mothers of Poland, of Europe, really mothers around the world, helping the mothers of Ukraine. And that is an image, I think, that really says it all. Unfortunately, there are other images that tell a darker story, one of extreme need, and that is the situation in the white tent you see behind me. That is a warming tent. It is the first opportunity that people have here to get out of the cold after long journeys. I took a look down there just a few minutes ago, and it was packed. It was packed yesterday. It continues to be packed. The spring really can't come here soon enough, guys, along with what everybody is hoping for, those anti-war protesters we began with, and the people here looking for good news from their home country. They want an end to this war, and they want it yesterday.
Yeah, we do too. It's so important that you're telling this story, Tony, so people can see around the world what the Ukrainian people are dealing with, because they're not seeing any of these images in Russia, in the Soviet Union. They are not seeing it.
No, it's such a great point, Gayle. It's become clear as the war has unfolded that Putin is trying to conquer not only cities in Ukraine, but minds, the minds of the people in Russia. And it's a dark thought, but a true one, that he's been in power for 22 years there, which means that many of the soldiers fighting for Russia have known nothing else in their lives but Putin in power.
All right, Tony Dokoupil, thank you so much. We'll be back with you a little bit later on.